cunts, my name's Jax, and I'm gonna do elevator systems today. So basically, majority of people either do the elevator system like this, and then they put, I don't know why they do hatches like this, but most people do hatches like this, or they do hatches like, because they do hatches like every one, and then there's the odd few people that do hatches like this, and then they basically leave one and then put ladder hatch here, and then basically just ladder hatch all the way up here. There's so many different ways to ladder hatch, honestly. It's funny as. So they basically just put a hatch here, and then they do hatches like this, or to get up, and just because it makes people have to, they can't like jump on each other's head to get up. They could 3-man jump on top of each heads to get up to this 3rd story, but it's like most people will use this one because it's like safer, but that one's still, it's still the same if you don't if you just you basically just do walls like this, and then instead of putting like floors in your house and just leave the walls empty, it's basically the same, because then they still can't jump up. But it's like, why do you bother doing that? It's like, it doesn't really make sense at all, honestly. That's how I used to build my bases, and then I used to build bases like this. But honestly, the best way to do ladder hatches like an elevator, I recommend doing it this way. So you basically have, like, for example, your foundation. I recommend, it doesn't really matter how big your foundation is, you can put the elevator anyway, as long as it's a 1x1, of course. Apparently people can do like triangles as well. It's kind of weird. I've seen it done, but I've never done it. But I recommend just doing this way. It's 20 times easier, honestly. It's a lot more fun to do as well, because if people are raiding you, and then people are raiding you, it sucks so much for them because they can't raid you, because all your elevators are like double jumps. So basically just make all your elevator systems double jumps. So for example, there's a box. So that's a box. So I'll just make a little basic house. So basically this is a little basic house for the sake of this video. And then you would have double door there and double door there, and then you would have probably like a wall there, double door there, double door there, chuck walls here for your elevator. For the sake of this video, I'm gonna leave this side open, the facing side, so you guys can see exactly what it looks like inside, instead of covering it up. So that's basic, like a basic base, honestly. It's nothing too fancy. You basically just, I might as well just do it. You block all this up. You can even put metal barricades in them as well if you wanted to make this as like your house would be much bigger than this, honestly. This is like a basic base for a solo player if you wanted to do it this way. Even honestly, you could even do this as a solo player base. You can always extrude on it, and then just leave it all empty as well. You don't want floors are aids, honestly, because people just jump on them. They have like some size of a clan or something. They'll just head jump on each other. For example, I did that a lot with my clan to get onto the 2nd story, and then basically you'd have covered it now. It's cool. I'll just make it look somewhat coolish. Just do, yeah. There's the boys. So that's all double doors for the sake of the video. And So basically, back to the actual point of this video is the elevator. So you have to jump up here and then hit the hatch, and the hatch will drop down, and then you can climb up this one. To get up to the next story, most people would honestly, they wouldn't keep it as one elevator. They would have to, like, before, that's how I used to do it. I used to have to put like a floor here, and then make this the elevator to go up another 2 stories, because then you can put a large box here. But you don't actually have to do that. You can just use small boxes, honestly. You just put your small box on your elevator. That's just another way you can store your loot as well. I know you can put them on there. I don't know if the program allows you to do it, but in the game you can actually put them on, like, preferably somewhere close to your walls or something. Like, it doesn't even matter if it like overhangs through your walls, because this is just honeycomb anyway. So then all you have to do is jump on, once you're up this ladder, once you jump from there and then you're in here, just basically jump on this box, and then you jump onto and hit the ladder, and then the ladder will go down, and then you just basically repeat that process. And that's the easiest way to make a double jump ladder hatch system. The old fashioned way that people used to do it, I recommend doing it this way, because this is so much nicer, honestly. It's so beautiful, this ladder system. The old fashioned way that people used to build elevator systems, and people still do build elevator systems like this in the cave base. They would put walls like that, and then put a single door, preferably a single door, and then you can where's my single doors at? There. Make sure like it goes that way instead of that way, because that's the outside. And then you used to be able to like, you could even put a furnace in there. Honestly, you could even put a small furnace. That's how, there's other ways. For example, for this one, you can just chuck like a box here, and then jump onto the door. So you walk in here, and then you open your door, and then to get to the next story, you can, there's different ways you can do it. You can do it this way, because this way kind of works cool as well. You can basically just do this, and then that will go to your second story. So then that will go to so they'll go to like that floor. If you just wanted to build like a basic elevator system, that's like the cheapest way. Just a box and a door, and then all you have to do is jump on the door, and then jump from the door onto your house, really. And then to build up, you'd basically just, then this is the old-fashioned way. That's what I was saying. It's like so much difficult, because then you would have to you can either, no, you wouldn't be able to do it that way, because then you would have to put like another door like here, and then that door will go out here, and then it will kind of look like a zigzag. So you like jump up on this one, and then you have to jump on this one, and then you jump on this one. It looks ugly, honestly. So I recommend just building an elevator system like this. It's a double gap, there's a double jump and a double jump, and then a double jump and a double jump. So basically it's like super hard for people to raid you, as long as all this is like protection and stuff, because then you basically can just go all the way up, and then at the very top, instead of putting walls like that, you can just put doors. If you want to put it as like, it's kind of like an elevator, honestly. You can you basically just you can put doorways here, and then that will go to your floor, and then that's still extra C4 that people will have to blow in, and it just looks way nicer, that elevator system. Whereas that one's kind of cheeky, because it's kind of, it's really messy, honestly. Those two are like really messy, because you have to double jump and then get like single jumps. But it really depends on the size of the base you want to go and how high you want to build. But honestly, the double jump system is definitely I reckon it's the most sophisticated and easiest to figure out how to do. And it looks the nicest, honestly. Look how beautiful it looks. It's so cute and nice. So then you can just put doors in, and then they'll go to outboards, and you know, it looks cool. So that's the end of my video. Please like, subscribe if you enjoy this elevator series, series 1 of 1.